they get married, and it's all about sex. Literally, like their sex talk that they have with their kids right before they get married.
Straight off the bat, is she wearing lingerie with no bra? I don't know why I'm looking there to start with, but I looked down and then I saw a lingerie top, and then I was like, holy shit, she's not wearing a bra. The way that Katie talks about sex as if she is, like a teenager, and it's really weird watching her reaction. Her eyes just light up. I swear that she is aroused by talking about the Duggars' sex life. So much so, she's kind of missing the point. I'm going to insert one of the screenshots that I took off her Instagram of someone replying underneath when she released the list. People reply, "The only thing I'm surprised to read is they encourage men to keep going for the woman's pleasure after he gets off, which is actually cool. I know many secular men who could use this tip. Everything else is disgusting though. That part was just rare gem," someone replied. "I agree, and he mentions the clitoris, which most secular men don't even know exists. They may have waited till marriage, but the fundies woman may be getting more enjoyment."
Yep. It's the checklist. Literally the checklist. Yes. Mm-hmm. Tell us everything. Everything.
Like, is that what she wears to bed? I'm stuck on the lingerie. I'm really stuck on the lingerie. It's wow, it's open. There's no bra there. I'm sorry that I'm looking there, and I'm sorry that I'm pointing it out and making all of you guys look at it now. And this is weird because of the topic that she's talking about. This is what I mean. She really is living for all this attention, and people are looking to her to educate them further on the Duggars.
Yep. So, it is so disturbing. It's so not appropriate if you have a young person on this live.
What you shared on Instagram was not appropriate, and I think I said this in my live. You've decided to use trigger warnings, but you don't even know what your fucking trigger warnings are because you're putting them on the wrong fucking posts. I've been so fucking riled up emotionally about your tweets lately and all the shit that you decide to report on. Yeah, I'm doing ET fingers around that because, bitch, you are not reporting.
Please don't let them watch. This is some serious tea.
Again, why and how is tea? What? Someone's sex life? You're talking about the Duggar daughters and this book, and you're associating it to their genitals, and you are claiming this as tea. This is not tea. I'm already fucking...
So apparently, right before they get married, mother of the bride is supposed to tell, I can't read this. Father of the bride talk with the couple together.
Why doesn't she put her glasses on? There's no ring light here. She says she doesn't use it on her streams because of the reflection of the ring light. Her eyes must be fucked.
About the importance of the husband cherishing his wife and meeting her needs first intimately, and each time offering her
That's good.
first.
That's good. Making sure her needs are met.
Book that's by this like guy named Ed West that they're like obsessed with. 77, and it's all about like getting your kid, like getting ready for getting busy. Okay, getting busy. Okay, and they've talked about this book a lot on the show and like on social media, but this is like what they give to their kids right before they get married. And so here's what I was told. So you can take this for what it's worth. They don't get any education about any of this until right before they get married. Nothing. They learn nothing about anatomy. They learn nothing about the body, nothing. And then when they finally learn about getting frisky, it's like very clinical. It's very outdated, and it's extremely wrong. For instance, the guy that wrote this book that they tell their kids to do is they tell kids that they can get a UTI. A UTI. Do you know about the anatomy of a woman? Let's talk about the anatomy of a woman. Sorry, I got skin on my nose right there. Okay. It's just like hanging off and I can see it. Okay. Do you know the anatomy of a woman?
Yes.
You don't get a UTI
When?
from doing the hanky pank, okay? You don't.
The door behind her, the little latch thing on it. Okay, why it makes her look like an apple, doesn't it? Is it just me?
But they think you do. They think you can. They think you can. It's a completely different hole, you guys. It's a completely different hole, you guys, just in case you're wondering.
Which hole are we in? I'm trying to figure out which hole we are in.
And going to the bathroom after will not stop that because it's a completely different hole. It doesn't even make sense. Because it's a completely different hole. It doesn't even make sense. You don't get...
Marie, my love, is what she says. My first live. Hi, welcome to the live. Katie is about to be taught. Welcome, Marie, my love. Welcome.
It's so not even true. It's so not even true. Not true. And going to the bathroom after will not stop that because it's a completely different hole. It doesn't even make sense. You don't get bacteria. It's so not even true. Not true. So anyways, they tell them to get antibiotics.
And you said you were promiscuous. You said you've had a good time on the carousel. What the fuck, Katie? Oh my God, all I'm seeing is apples. And it's lucky it's red apple too, because fuck, I'm a green apple person. I hate to not be able to eat apples after this.
In case you get one on your honeymoon. Also get an antifungal in case you get a yeast infection. Also make sure you buy lubricant.
this person, Gracie, I tuned in to, it's a completely different hole. Oh, Katie.
Okay, so yeah, it's crazy. Make sure to pack like multiple things of undergarments. Okay.
Yes, you can get a UTI from that. You're wrong. Google it. That's what people are saying.
Okay.
Is she going to Google it?
It says, father the bride talk with the couple together about the importance of the husband cherishing his wife and meeting her needs first, and then to lead. I got to turn off comments here for a minute, okay? Because I got to be able to read this.
Oh, she's
for her
ignoring
to lead
it.
in expressing gratefulness after.
Oh, she's ignoring it. She's being called out for being wrong. She's turned this off, turned the chat off, gonna pretend to focus on this, which she just said she had to get rid of this screen because she couldn't read it. Katie, just admit that you're wrong. Imagine being a 42-year-old woman on a live stream and saying to everyone that you can't get a UTI from having sex because it's a completely different hole. This is so embarrassing. This is probably up there with P-Gate.
Their time together, especially read the dog-eared and highlighted parts of pages in the book intended for pleasure 58 through 60 of special interests for new husbands to learn and understand. And then it says that the mother of the bride's like...
Is she hoping that by the time she goes back to chat that everyone would be over it? I hope they're not. I hope people are like, what the fuck is this bitch thinking? What the hell, Katie? I'm so confused. I'm so confused.
Need to be able to like talk to the couples about like intimacy, about, you know, being neat.
When she shared it on Instagram, did she not think that people read it then? I'm not sure why we're having a story time.
So annoying. Okay, but the mother's stuff is like...
Is she just ignoring it? Oh, look at her face.
They just... Mom tells them to be nice to each other. Dad tells them, like, the sons, like, or the mom's, like, the daughter's like, you can get pleased, okay? So after that one, it says, let your husband help you out of your wedding dress for his first look. Bring one regular pillow, propping up the wife's hip just before intercourse, propping the hips wide and let the legs hang off the pillow. Have the husband stretch the hymen with inserting one finger at a time on your first night till you get to a 2 or tight 3. The book says it should take 30 to 45 minutes, but it could take several hours of stopping and starting. Don't be afraid to try real intercourse, even if stretching really hurts, even with the same diameter of fingers. If done slowly and in the correct position, the penis will not hurt as much as the fingers.
Why is she talking about this? Why? What sex manual did Katie get on her wedding night? You can have sex once and then just ignore your child and husband and pretend you're a happy family.
Should get to where the wife won't need a pillow under her hips. Can
Damn
you
it,
imagine making everything this clinical? Imagine getting this from your dad.
Well, it kind of, like, I know that it's not good or whatever. I mean, can you imagine having the sex talk 19 plus times with each child? I'd probably make a pamphlet too.
Yep. Communicate with each other.
This person, Leah, hey, not to correct you, but you can get a UTI during sex as bacteria can transfer from the male parts. I mean, is she really that dumb? That's what I just can't understand. Nicole says, please Google this. You can get a UTI from sex. This person down the bottom is like, bah, what did I just walk into? Awkward. Katie's gonna be taught. It's time for Katie to take a seat and listen.
About what feels good or hurts as it's happening, pee before and after intercourse so you don't get a UTI. You may lose your appetite after you make it to your hotel and after intercourse. Keep in mind, most fast food or pizza places close at midnight, so it might be good to have non-perishable snacks on hand for the drive-through. Okay, you guys, let it go about the UTIs.
Why should they let it go?
That's
Because
like
why should they let it go? Because you were wrong. You just want to glaze over it. You were so willing to educate people and tell everyone that they were wrong. But now you're wrong and you just want to gloss over it, shove it under the rug and move on. No, Katie.
really not, like, moving on about the UTI. Okay. You guys, let it go. Let it go.
No.
Moving on.
This person says, as a nurse, I can assure you, you can get UTI from sex. You are getting told. You are getting told, and this is your face. There's not much reaction because there's recent stuff being pumped in there.
I'm standing corrected. Just let it go.
Say you're wrong.
I'm wrong. Okay, I'm wrong. Great. I'm wrong. Moving on. Honestly, you guys, don't get stuck on something and not listen to what we're talking about.
You're saying, nah.
Okay, it's true. Fine. You guys.
Katie, I can't believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe that I'm seeing a 42-year-old woman yell at other people, her subscribers, people that pay her bills, because they're trying to correct you on information that you should have known from way back. You are fucking too old to not know this, Katie. What the hell? You're a mother. I just can't imagine what your life has been like for you to think this. I mean, you can't even Google how to put makeup on properly, so why am I surprised? I don't know, but you can't act like you know all about sex. Fuck. Get your life together.
That's like literally not, like, moving on about the UTI. Okay. You guys, let it go. Let it go. Moving on. I'm standing corrected. Just let it go. I'm wrong. Okay, I'm wrong. Great. Moving on. Honestly, you guys, don't get stuck on something and not listen to what we're talking about. Let's talk about the anatomy of a woman. Let's talk about the anatomy of a woman. Okay, it's true. Fine. You guys, let it go. Let it go. My God. Just listen.
Katie, you're getting angry at everyone else because you were wrong. Can you please be mindful? I think that would solve a lot of shit. You are just reacting. You're not even conscious. Oh my God, Katie. You're in the wrong and you're getting angry at everyone else. Fuck. Look at your face. Why can't you be humble and admit that you're wrong and say, oh, I didn't know that. Thanks for letting me know, guys. Or, oh, apologies. I must have had that wrong. But I mean, you're 40 fucking two. It's doing my head in. How have you reached this age without knowing that? Unless you're not using that hole.
Into what we're talking about. Okay, how many times do I need to say I agree with you? Okay? Got it?
But we're not asking you to agree with us. We're asking you to admit that you're wrong. You were so on your pedestal.
And going to the bathroom after will not stop that because it's a completely different hole. It doesn't even make sense.
And here you are getting your fucking rocks off. You're getting your rocks off by reading all this, misconstruing it. There's even good information in there about telling the male to not just stop when he's satisfied, to keep going, to pleasure your wife, to make sure that all her needs are met. Whereas you'd already got off the ride and thank God it's over. Other people do enjoy sexual pleasures. It's human. It's human fucking nature. Why are you so tense?
Can we stop now? Can we all chill out?
Put your fucking Farrah hand away, bitch. Sit down. Attacking us because you were wrong? I'd be fucking embarrassed. This is on Instagram. You are not just talking to your friends. And where the hell is your left eyebrow right now? What happened? What happened to your eyebrow? Where is it, Katie? How come we've only got half?
Like, you aren't even listening to what I'm saying because you're all stuck on the stupid crap about that. Like, let it go.
Why should we let it go when you were in the wrong giving misinformation which someone could hear and go, oh, look, you can't even get a UTI from having sex. Apparently, it's the wrong hole.
I'm not making... Oh. Okay, goodbye, Nicole.
Oh, my goodness.